Runner Jack Fox has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
There as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Pacheco once again, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Oh.
Isaiah Pacheco, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Good first drive.
Play by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Goff going to shift them around. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. And now they'll shift things around. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 48 yards. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to whose side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Pacheco. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Second and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. It marched to the end zone the last time out.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line. And
in for the Lions, touchdown. Brock Wright from 3 yards out.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him about confidence, and he produces.
A fucking smoke.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Sheds off the tackle.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd down and 6.
Now Mahomes.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Goff.
Open man downfield is Reynolds.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Gone.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
Fuck.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Fuck.
So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Yeah.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The final shot before break here. Goff.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll
Kept
be
you in the
Lions
game
football
and
to
shit.
start the second half, and they trail here as
Let's
we
go.
get back underway on EA Sports.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He got off that motherfucker. I
And
fuck with
nowhere
it.
to run on the
I'll
interior
fuck
of
with it.
that
He got
defensive
off.
line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Goff.
He's got right on the short throw.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Goff now to throw. Got his
Why
man
stop
complete
running?
over the
Why
middle.
stop running?
It's
What are you
Williams.
doing?
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here we go on 4th. Goff.
What are you fucking
And he's gonna
doing?
intercept it
Who
for
are
the
you
3rd
throwing
time
it
thus
to?
far. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position
Who
here
are you
as this is
throwing it
returned
to?
just shy of midfield.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the
I'm
time
throwing
you
to
spent
the
in the
nigga
locker
right
room
in
going
front
over
of
what
you, live.
expected to do in the second
Open.
half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You
I
find
need
out this
fire.
is something
I
that you
don't
can't
need
just edit,
fire.
right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's taken down at the 50 after
He
a
gave
short
me
gain
all
of
for
2.
real.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Come.
He's got his target. That's
What is you
complete.
diving for?
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Rashee Rice, 50 yards. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they're going to start in a
Lock this
hole as
nigga,
he's
man.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Goff now looking to throw. He'll find Reynolds over the middle.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Goff on first down. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. Now it's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. He'll go right back to St. Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw on second down is Goff.
On your fucking route, man. You got to come back. You got to come back. You wide open.
Here at their own 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A handoff now for Pacheco. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Mahomes. Pass
Oh,
taken
my
in
fuck.
by his big tight end. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Goff. And this is intercepted.
Catch the fucking ball, man.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will
God
finally run it
damn,
down,
like,
and
come
now
catch
brings
the
us all
ball.
the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
This is...
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like...
You standing in the end zone like you could do some shit from back there, nigga. Come up. The hole is in front of you.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. A give. This is Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Montgomery looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They try again with Montgomery.
Bro, the run in the motherfucking hole, man.
Stop him at the 1. This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
David Montgomery getting in from a yard out. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Goff looking to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Mahomes going to throw it here. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll get the 45-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now here's Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris.
And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the...
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. fight back, stay down. Now we taking off, got the flight plan. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, 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 ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not by the act. And run it back, you see how I act. Nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with expired tag. Punch the gas, run into the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.